Good morning. So all are coming for the first time. Can I see the raise of hands? We welcome you. So everybody is ready for the magic. Who are in for the magic? Yes. But first we have to write magic, what we already have experienced. So what magic have you experienced already? Anybody wants to share?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I'm Prasanna, ma'am. Actually, just give me a second. I'm back. Yeah.
Yes, Prasanna. How are you?
I have tried your twist of words in my anger, ma'am.
Sorry?
As I discussed with you about my anger 2 days ago, I have followed your words. And to be honest, I won't say it was reduced 100%, but I felt 75% of me silencing and explaining them everything in a calm way.
So what was the result?
Yes, I was feeling better, ma'am. Actually, I'm not screaming at my kids. I'm not scolding them much.
Okay. So kids are happy with you now.
They are always happy, ma'am, but I was the one who felt the guiltiness.
No, they were always happy when you were scolding them.
They were always happy with me, ma'am. They doesn't have any issue with me. They doesn't complain.
Okay. Maybe because of your terror.
Maybe because of that, or I don't know. Actually, how my anger is, my love is also like the same.
Okay. If you're happy,
Yeah, ma'am, I'm happy.
if you're happy, keep going. You don't need to change. If you think you want to have,
Yeah, I want to leave the whole 100%. I want to make it 0. I was trying through it.
Convert it with love.
Yeah.
The love is the most easy energy to be given and to attract. And more we give, more we attract.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing. So it's a miracle for me. What about others? Are you ready to write your miracle? Are you writing from last 2 days, or you are stuck and you've stopped writing your miracle? Who have written the miracle? I will only teach those who have written the miracle. Rest people I won't teach today. Yes, share your miracle. Miracle is the first thing we need to share first. Miracle is a way.
I did not write as such. Good morning. I did not write as such, but I was in that zone, I would say. And like many gratitude manifestation में डाला है with that, I have made a picture where I depicted a diamond with in the shape of a flower, where I really acknowledged my mother, that she's a sparkling diamond, and where there are two petals which are, the lines are, crisscross. So I'm accepting her with her flaws.
Okay.
So that's a miracle for me, because I don't want to go into the details. क्या है, क्या हुआ? ठीक है, when you become a mother, grandmother, तो समझ में आता है, but not as a mother, grandmother I'm talking, but I'm talking as an individual, as a soul. मतलब coming in your sessions, you really realize कि relations वो नहीं होते कि ये मेरे ये है. You have to accept the person as a soul, as an individual, and that's how you change the dynamics.
Right.
So that's it. मैंने लिखा नहीं है. But that was one. And second was, I don't know, मैं Saturday को कुछ कर रही थी, and I was, thanking my body.
Awesome.
कुछ घर का काम कर रही थी. I don't know what it was. Well, if this is something small thing, you don't even know how your body is working for you. Well, there are people who are going for dialysis. There are people who can't walk. There are people, the next moment, their full life changes. In a fraction of a second.
Yes.
So that's a miracle. That's a miracle for me.
So what about Thank you for sharing, Ravita. What about others? If you're not counting miracles, I welcome you, Pooja. You're coming for the first time. Thank you for joining us. If you're not counting our miracles, we are really dumb. Because if we don't find the miracle that we are alive, one day we won't be there. That'll be our last day. We'll be breathing in and breathing out, and the breathing out will not happen, and we won't be there. So if you won't find the miracle that you're alive today, then when will you think that life is miraculous? And I always say, where your focus goes, it grows. So are you going to focus on the miracles, or are you going to get stuck the way you are? Life will take away all your time. That time is not going to come back. But the gratitude you're going to pay for the moment you are alive, nothing happened to me, Alka. Very good question. Very good statement. So that's what I'm saying. How many people have not woke up today? Do you know it? They died. Alka? Do you know that? And we find that there's no miracle in our life. Then miracle won't come to you ever. Because if you're not counting a blessing that you woke up today and it's miraculous, then how do you expect more miracles to come to you? Juma, thank you for coming. We were missing you. Good morning. Are you getting me, Alka?
Yes, ma'am.
What miracle are you expecting? What miracle are you looking for? We have taken our life, we are alive today, so granted, हमको तो जागना ही है हर रोज. ऐसे बहुत लोगों ने सोचा होगा आज सुबह who are no more. And they're not grateful for that. And if you're not grateful for that, yes, Godli, you can share the miracle. You can open the mic.
Hi, good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning.
Firstly, happy Mother's Day, because every day is like, yeah, it's belated, but still.
Thank you so much. Love you.
And,
Can you be
firstly, I'm
loud?
very-
Godli, I want you to be a little more loud.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Is it audible?
better. Yes.
Yeah, so I want to share, like, I'll just take 2 minutes. I want to share with you something, because I'm very grateful to what you are teaching, because it's a very much eye-opening, and not, it have to be with a lot of gratitude, because yesterday I was just sitting in my morning class, which was a satsang class, and there also somewhere or the other, that was my way universe was speaking to me through that class. And in the evening when I visited, just like I just went to church to visit, and the pastor was just telling about the theme of gratitude. The first thing universe dropped was your name, your face in front of me.
Thank you.
Why it is so important. And that time I was bound to say that I'm so thankful that ma'am makes it, even if it sounds little strict, but it is so important to have the heart of gratitude, because after
The voice is cracking in between.
service,
Your voice is still cracking, Godli. Yes, it means a lot.
got over, I just went to uncle, the past heart. He just looked into my eyes, he just laid his love, and that was the second thing. And first, yeah. So that was a very beautiful sign and miracle. Like even this morning, 4:30 a.m. when I woke up, I don't know why I woke up, but the first thing I did was I went to the YouTube and I opened one of a Ho'oponopono prayer. I received it, and again I went off to sleep for 1 hour, and it was such a more deep sleep. I was just shivering. Even right now, also when I woke up, I have so much of peace in my heart, and suddenly I was just shivering in that energy of thankfulness because I received it. And the only thought universe asked me, and that was also came from your mouth, that at times I was looking love. I can be very honest confession that from that man, why is that man not talking? Why is not that person not talking to me at my workout? But I am missing the unconditional love which I actually have from others. And that was that evening message for me when the pastor uncle just laid my hand and just said that unconditional, just receive it, Goduli, receive it right now. And I just received, and I just changed my thoughts, and then I made a commitment, as you always say, that it's 100% my responsibility, that I'm not going to look for love for someone else, but I am going to change my thought. It's a daily promise that whatever I have, because I went there without any attachment, without any outcome, and I received shower of love, hugs. They were so happy to see me after 8 months. I was like, okay, I was like, okay, so much love. I was like not even expecting.
So when you start vibrating at the love frequency, Godli, then it keeps coming from so many places, not just one place where you were looking at. And when we are stuck at one place, from other places also it gets stopped because you're not vibrating on the frequency of love. And the moment you release that, the love started coming from everywhere. It's exactly like my coach, Mitesh Khatri, says, when you open the taps, then every tap is giving you money, love, relationships, health. The moment you start paying gratitude, the one you have, rather than complaining from where it's not coming, probably that was door closed, so that you're connected to the abundance of love, not just one person's love. You deserve the love of the whole universe. And here you are. Thank you for sharing. It's a great sharing, and I'm sure so many people must understood the law of how it works. So not taking more time. So let's begin with the book. We remember we have to begin with today. So how many people are having this book today? Can I see the raise of hands? Because if you don't have book, then I have to go the different way. Okay, you guys don't have it. So whenever I start my book, remember this book's first line is so beautiful, which I want to read to you. May the secret bring you love and joy for your entire existence. And this is dedicated to each one of us who are starting it today. And that is my intention for you and for the world. So if the writer is dedicating it to us, how does it mean to us? Aren't we lucky enough to get this started? Even before healings, I'm doing it for so many years. We are changing our direction to learn more deeply. Healings are there. Anybody can heal as many times with as many healings. We'll be working more on the recordings. But understand what we are starting is more for you to understand. Because you've got so many questions, and when they're not answered, you're doing unintentionally. I like that also, but intentionally, when you'll understand, I think you'll become more powerful. So I always like to read the introduction. I don't move without the introduction because it means a lot, where the writer Rhonda has given us a big clarity. She says, 14 years ago, she was in a very bad phase. Her father also died. And she was grief-stricken, and all her relationships were in a very, very bad shape. Can everybody hear me? Show me thumbs up. Okay, all right. So she says that her relations were in a turmoil. So are there people who are not having good relations? Can I see the raise of hands who are struggling with the relations? Somewhere or the other, we all are struggling. Don't worry. It's nothing indifferent. And be grateful. Yes, Harshita, what do you want to say? Your hand is raised. Or I think she has done it by mistake. All right. So she says that she was going through a very bad phase of life. Okay. And then she says that is the time when she was in the worst of the times, she found the secret. And what was that secret? She says the moment she changed her direction, her entire life changed from bad relations to good, from bad health to finances to everything bad started changing in her life. So are we ready to change our life? All right. Be conscious. I'm going to ask you questions in between. Okay, whichever the way you have it, please start reading because it's very, very important for you to also read that. Then the understanding will be even better. All right. She says, since then, the secret has not only helped her, but the tens of millions people have, tens of millions people have already been benefited by that. And are you ready for that magic in your life now? That is what she's looking for. And if you have attracted this book, I would say we have attracted and we have started doing the reading of this book, then perhaps we want to improve and heal the relationships in our life or maybe attract new ones. Are we the ones who are looking for good relations? And the ones which are not working as a spouse and we are struggling, maybe we might get that. And you might be looking for a perfect partner or want to restore a marriage, improve your relationships with your work colleagues, restore relations with family or friends, or find new friends. Why? The secret that she discovered, she says, can help you achieve all of it and even more and much, 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 much more. Are we ready? Are we ready to create those magics? Excellent. So I'm speaking to the right people. So with the secret, you can be, do, or have anything you want in every area of your life. So this is not going to help you in just one area, whichever the one you are looking right now, but all your areas will be balanced. So, but when you think about it, it's the relationships that give true meaning to your life. Isn't it right? Whatever we think is we are struggling or we are talking about relationships, without someone to share it with, there's probably very little that you would truly want to be, do, or have. So she shares her very nice thing. Jab tak we will not share it. Everybody is okay with English? Are you comfortable?
मैम ये वाली लाइन थोड़ी आप हिंदी में समझाना ना. It has a very deep meaning.
Okay. With the secret, you can do, be, or have anything you want in every area of your life. Yahan tak samajh mein aa gaya? The next is when you think about it, it's the relationships that give true meaning to your life, right? Without someone to share it with, there's probably very little that you would truly want to be, do, or have. मतलब आगे समझे आप और अच्छे से समझोगे with the next paragraph. Imagine if you were the only person on earth. You would have no desire to be, do, or have anything. But would be the point in creating a painting if no one could see that? Useless. What would be the point in composing music if no one could hear that? What would be the point in inventing anything if there was no one to use it? किसी चीज का भी कोई मतलब रह जाएगा अगर उसको यूज करने वाला ही कोई नहीं रहेगा, म्यूजिक सुनने वाला ही कोई ईयर नहीं होएगा. So there would be no reason to move from one place to another, because wherever you went, you went would be the same as where you were, and no one would be there. Without human, how the life would be if there was only one person on earth. कुछ create करने की जरूरत नहीं थी. So there will be no pleasure or joy in your life. So it's only because of the people around us we are happy, satisfied, and we are going on. So the pleasure can only come. It's your contact and experience with other people that give you life, that give your life joy, meaning, and purpose. समझ में आ गया यहाँ तक सबको? It is only because there are people in our life, which is why we are having a complete, joy. We are just living every moment. So your relationships provide you with great opportunities to transform your life through positive thoughts and feelings. उनके होने की वजह से ही हमें समझ में आ रहा है ना, people are around us. इसीलिए हमें लाइफ समझ में आ रही है. That's because the more gratitude we feel for our relationships. Here is the end of the paragraph, whatever you've learned. Wherever she connects is only the gratitude. That's why I love her. So she says, that's because the more gratitude we feel for our relationships and the more kindness we show to others, the more our entire life improves. How many people are paying gratitude to your loved ones? Can I see raise of hands? Good, good. So complaints are over now, and we are being grateful. So grateful to each one of you.
And that credit goes to you. And that credit goes to you.
Thank you so much. But then I'm grateful to you guys because
Totally agreed. I totally agree with you because क्या होता है कि हमारे relations हमसे दूर होते हैं, and when you need them you don't have to, मतलब you are not in touch, there are circumstances to it. पर जब आप मिले तो जैसे एक चेहरे पे जैसे होता ना, you have a smile on your face. So you have brought a smile on my face.
That smile comes from within only when your heart is full of gratitude. If you're not grateful, nothing matters. The creations of the universe only give us pleasure when we see good in that. And when every person around us we think is only bad for one quarrel or one misunderstanding, the gratitude gets over. Alka, are you getting me my point? The moment हमारा किसी के साथ मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग होता है, हमारी मीनिंग्स बदल जाते हैं, हमारा ग्रैटिट्यूड खत्म हो जाता है. हम उस पर्सन में सिर्फ और सिर्फ मुश्किलें ढूंढने लग जाते हैं, गलतियां ढूंढने लग जाते हैं. Where focus goes, it grows, and हम वहां से डिफिकल्ट लाइफ स्टार्ट करते हैं. So she says very beautifully that your relationships provide you with great opportunities to transform your life through positive thoughts and feelings. That's because the more gratitude we feel for our relationships and the more kindness we show others, the more our entire life improves. And the next is, and equally, the more love you have for the people in your life, the more love comes back to you. इतनी important line है, इतनी important line है, you can't believe it. And the more amazing your life becomes, when you start giving love, start getting love, you just don't need anything more than that. Because there your journey starts for more money, for health, for relationships, everything starts from there. I mean, I'm telling you that each line is so important to me, and it takes me years to read a book. And whenever I read it again, there is one more new line to learn, because that point of time I have capability of learning here. But then from here to go to next, when I go back, I read something, it takes me here. Yes, Pooja. All right. So the more you'll give love out, the more you will get back. It's so beautiful. And also remember, if you are giving love here, and if you're not giving love here, you're not even balancing. You know, there is a paying scale hota hai na? Idhar batte dalte hain, idhar apna product dalte hain. And if one relationship you're giving love and the other you're giving hatred, you're imbalanced. Not even equal. I have tried it, and it has practically I have tried it. Remember this line very carefully. Whatever you give, love, gratitude, kindness, that comes back to you. So make sure you don't have hatred for anyone. You don't have disagreement to someone. Your point of view, it's okay. But then that person's point of view is not incorrect. Yes, Raghav? You want to say something? So before we take question, your relationships affect your life in more ways than you can possibly imagine. That's why she talks a lot about relationships. So it makes sense that happy, loving relationships should be a priority for all of us. Raghav, you can open the mic and speak. So this book will show you exactly how to create great relationships. You will see firsthand the transformation that can happen across all areas of your life: finances, health, personal goals and dreams, and in your joy and happiness. So here, the life begins.
At what point can we ask questions? Sorry.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Should we ask questions after the
No,
after you?
if you can write down, then only you can ask. Otherwise, I can continue question. No worries.
Okay. So sometimes, and I understand you're saying give gratitude and love to everybody, but sometimes it's very hard because you might have not been done. You know, somebody else might not have been fair with you. How is it possible that you can have a neutral approach? You can, no?
Actually, that's the spiritual path. I make you understand that that person, what they are showing us, that is a reflection of ours. That had been in us, we have attracted. Maybe this life or the past life. We don't know where we were vibrating on that frequency. And that person is doing what we are supposed to learn from. But rather than being angry, angry with them, rather than being disagreeing to that what their behavior is, that's their journey. You remember? And when that's their journey, whatever they behave, they are coming from their thought process. We have nothing to do with that. But if we have something in us, then we are also vibrating on the same frequency of theirs. It will take time for us to understand. It will take time for us to evolve so that will not be troubling us. You will be the same person in some
troubling,
day.
Not troubling, but troubling is like you know, you can be neutral, you can be peaceful, yeah, but you can't be loving. Is what I'm having a hard time with that. I can't.
The love has to come. The love has to come to remember from where the journey started.
Right.
That time it was not lack of love.
Okay.
Yes.
started with love only, then misunderstandings happen. Normally, the relationships are like this. I mean,
Yeah.
from my experience, and 62 years is a good time to go with relations. And nothing starts without having love between us. But then disagreements of the behaviors, and when the things change and the person starts behaving differently, we will evolve and understand why they are saying so. Actually, it's a very deeper level for us to understand. If you would like to do that lesson, I will do 7 days class. Also, I will not be able to give you in 7 days. Maybe it will take month. Martini, he was also a big character of the movie Secret, has given that value system to us. From there, you will understand more beautifully. Before that, I think probably, even if you ask me more questions, I don't think so. I'll be fair enough to make you to understand that.
Okay, ma'am.
But
I had same question.
I will give you one line only to understand that if something is not working in relations, there is always a balance.
Yeah.
And rather than looking at imbalance, if we start looking what is balancing in us, where focus goes, it grows, that thing demolishes by itself. But more you will give focus there, you will vibrate at the same frequency and you will struggle.
That's right. That's right.
So the value of Martini says, God never creates imbalance.
Yeah.
There is always a balance. You've seen in the Panch Tattva, there is always a balance. The imbalance the human is creating, they will pay the price. But there is always a balance. That's why when the storm is there is time for calmness. And the weather becomes even beautiful after the storm. Because there is a balance. Yes, Godli, I hope I answer your question, but you will get more clarity later on. Don't worry about it. Don't get stuck there. You need to move on. Okay? Are you okay?
Thank you so much, sir. That was my question also. I was about to ask that what sir asked it. And thank you, ma'am. I got the answer, but not 100%, but 80% sure.
You know what? Giving love is in your hand. Holding it for people who don't, you think who don't deserve, they deserve the more. They deserve more. And when you start giving that unconditional love, you don't know what you're going to become. And your frequency will take you where not. You can't even believe that. Ravita, we'll take the question again. Let's move on because otherwise I'm done only with the preface. Shall I move on or shall I answer the question?
No, you move on, ma'am. Partly the question has been answered, but मुझे लगता है जब आपको पूरा हो जाए, then I will ask. तो maybe सबको उसका insight मिलेगा.
Actually, to be honest, when I read the book, I don't ever question the book because the book is saying me something which is unusual for me to follow, which is I don't relate. I don't want to. I don't want to, but probably you will get more clarity. You will be more comfortable later. Okay?
Agree.
All right. So the lesson 1 is love and the law of attraction. How by giving love, you can attract love is unimaginable. My words, my sharing, my understanding will not be doing justice. It's so deep. It's so easy. I have applied it. I don't mean that I'm telling you to do something so awkward, which you can't do. I've done it. I will share you my experiences. But the entire universe is governed by natural laws. We agree? The whole universe has got laws. We can fly in an airplane because aviation works in harmony with natural laws. The laws of physics didn't change for us to be able to fly. Isn't that right? And the laws, laws she's telling is also the same law working on. So the laws of physics didn't change for us to be able to fly, but we found a way to work in accordance with the natural laws so we can fly. And I find the law of love will also make us to fly. I'll share you more. Why do I smile? Because there's so much of happiness. I know how I followed it and how I created the results. So, just as laws of physics govern aviation, electricity, and gravity, there is a law that governs our life. Listen to me very carefully. To improve or restore a relationship or attract a new one, you must understand this law. The most powerful law in the universe is the law of attraction. So if you say it's not working for me, nobody will trust you who's coming from this background. It's working even in your negative times. It's working equally powerful when you are working on the negative feelings. From the greatest to the smallest, the law of attraction is what holds every star in the universe and forms every atom and molecule. So what's wrong? When every molecule is based on the law, it has to work in our favor. The attraction of the sun holds the planets in our solar system. Agree? Keeping them from hurtling into space. So attraction in gravity holds you and every person, animal, plant, and mineral on Earth. It's law which is working constantly. Attraction can be seen in all of nature, from a flower attracting bees or a seed attracting nutrients from the soil, to every living creature being attracted to its own species. I hope you understand. Attraction operates through all the animals on the earth, fish in the sea, and birds in the sky, leading them to multiply and form herds, schools, and flocks. कैसे हो रहा है ये? अगर law of attraction काम नहीं करती, तो everything in the nature, ये सब कैसे होता? Attraction holds together the cells of your body, the materials of your house, and the furnitures you sit on. It holds your car to the road and the water in your glass. In fact, every object you use is held together by the force of attraction. Who doesn't want to believe that? Clear till now? You need to have a book, you know. The more you'll have book, maybe at times the reading doesn't make you understand, but definitely when you'll have it will give you more clarity. So attraction is also the force that draws people to other people. Let's come together now. I don't know each one of you. You don't know me. How we got attracted? Because we were vibrating on a particular frequency. We were looking for some answers, and God has made us to join together. Okay? So it draws people to form groups, communities, and societies where they share common interests. People who are not having this interest will drop out. Even if they want to learn, they'll go to the teachings later, even the recordings, but they will find the answer. So it is the force that pulls one person to science and another person to the arts. Why? And to different styles of music and fashion, and to certain animals and pets. So attraction is the force that draws you to your favorite things and places, because you're vibrating on that frequency and you're attracting it. And it's the force that draws you to your friends and the people you love. यहाँ तक सही है सबके लिए? Correct? So the law of attraction is the all-powerful law that keeps everything in harmony, from atoms to countless galaxies. It is operating in everything, through everything, all across the universe. And it is the law that is operating in your life. So we are talking about your life. It is working even in the negative situation that powerfully, the way it's working in the positive situation. It's amazing. How exactly does it work in your life? Quantum physics explains that everything in the universe is made of energy vibrating at a certain frequency, and that includes your thoughts. So if you're thinking a thought of talking to someone and immediately you get a call, what does that mean? You both were vibrating on same frequency and you got attracted to each other. बोलते हो ना, अरे मैं तो आपके बारे में सोच रही थी, आपकी कॉल कैसे आ गई? So that's law of attraction working. It's easy to relate now. So thoughts are also made up of energy. They can be measured and they each have a particular frequency, which is what I say. Your thoughts attract back to them people, circumstances, and events that are on the same frequency. That is why it is said like attracts like. And through the law of attraction, the things you think about the most are what comes into your life. In other words, you create your life through your thoughts. Everything that comes into your life, you've attracted into your life through the thoughts you have been thinking. Many will relate to it, many will not relate to it. Because we don't want to take the responsibility. That is why Ho'oponopono says, I take 100% responsibility of my thoughts to attract what I want. If you understand this one line, you can be miraculous every breath and you don't know how much you'll use your potential and what magics you're going to create. So like all the laws of nature, the law of attraction is immutable. No one is above it or excluded from it. It is impersonal and operates on all of us equally, on every subject and on every single thought. I think we are good to go because the next chapter is on relationship and the law of attraction, which we can do tomorrow. But from here, anybody has any question to understand or to only and only today, do one task. I'll give you the answer only. Just hold on. Just do one task today. Keep writing your thoughts in the gratitude group. What you think. And if you relate what you attract, you will understand that your thoughts are so powerful. And again, remember the frequency you understood? Frequency, I always say, is made up of feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So what you're feeling, you'll attract. What you're thinking, you will attract. What you're believing, you will attract. And they will make you to take an action. You will attract what you're looking for. So I think today's lesson is this much. And it is working unstoppingly. Nobody can stop working it. But if you are vibrating on a negative frequency, you are attracting negatives. And if you're vibrating on a positive frequency, you're attracting positive. Yes, Rashmi, good morning. We welcome you. Yes, Godli, you had a question?
Yes, ma'am. I just want one suggestion from you as you were speaking about this.
I want you to be a little loud, please.
As you were speaking, ma'am, about the balance. So I have a question. Is it wrong to make some healthy boundaries? Like, for example,
No.
that was about hatred or anything. So now where I even go at my workout, there are certain kind of dramatic people and I can't tween with it because I'm not that kind of a
So bless
dramatic
them.
person.
Don't have a hatred for them. Don't feel you're above, they are low. Just try being neutral. They are coming from your understanding. They're not wrong. And be kind to them. Because if you will not have kindness in you for them, you will attract that because I want to maintain my frequency. So it's okay if few people we don't like, we don't mingle up, we are not vibrating on the same frequency, but we can't hate them. We can't discourage them. We can't pull them down by saying things, you're not doing this right, you're wrong. So that we don't have right to correct them. So the righteous path is they have their own journey. We have our own journey. So don't feel upset with their frequency. Keeping yourself away, being busy and by maintaining your frequency is very important. But if you'll have bad thought for them, if you'll be saying something like, that uncomfortably in you is making you to come out of that situation. Maybe you were attracting them before, but now you can maintain your frequency by being aside and blessing them for your journey to go through so that they also evolve.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So being neutral is very important, according to me, which I've understood. I have made all the mistakes. I was also not loving those people. I still feel uncomfortable with them because I need to work on myself. Yes, Ravita.
मैम जब सर और मुग्धा सबने बोला ना, आई कुड रेजोनेट विद इट. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जैसे आपने बोला देयर इज अ बैलेंस बिटवीन लव एंड हेट्रेड, एंड हेट्रेड इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग इमोशन. मेरी भी वैसी जर्नी रही है. मतलब व्हेन आई एम लुकिंग बैक तो मेरा वही पॉप अप आ रहा है कि आई वाज सो फियरफुल बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वन इमोशन ऑफ फियर. एवरीथिंग वाज इन अ रिवॉल्विंग अराउंड ऑल दोस phases of my life, I would say. तो मुझे
So
था
I
कि
would
कैसे
say,
बैलेंस करूं.
so I say that change your word first. Beginning is by changing the word, because words are powerful. When we change them with words, then probably even the hatred, when you want to hate someone and you'll say, I want to love you, it changes everything, you know, it really changes the molecules in your body.
Yes.
But if you delete that vocabulary, even if you don't love that person, but if you start saying, I love you, will change entirely. Actually, it's not impossible. It's difficult in initial situations because we are not taught, like, how can I love Pakistanis? They are always fighting with us. But why can't I be neutral? That's their journey, what is taught to them. I be neutral. So I have always different, there are a lot of discussions when this chapter comes, but to understand that hatred is in us, is attracting more hatred from others. So if we delete those words from our genetics, definitely things will be different. Got it?
Got it. Got it.
Ma'am, I think that's right. I think how you put it is very true. I think to just have a neutral attitude allows you to be not hateful.
Yeah.
And that, I think, was the turning point for me.
Yes.
It's very hard to say I love you to somebody that you actually hate. I mean, that is like next level stuff, right? At least from my point of view. I thought
You know what?
just having a neutral attitude. Yeah.
Hadi, I spoke this word twice. There's a change in my breathing. Will you believe it? There's a pain in my heart right now.
Yeah.
Because I really don't use these words at all. They're not in my vocabulary. Because I started, I mean, I just felt that.
Yeah.
That using this word and using love, I mean, you will see my words when I write even my gratitude are the same. And time and again, I'm using those words because they are creating miracles. I'm not posing. I'm not now faking it to make it. Now they are actually the truth. So you will take some time to change your vocabulary. So balanced perspective is always the best.
Right.
Because we can only understand then when we'll understand that that person has their journey.
Correct. That helps you understand and helps you become neutral.
Exactly.
Because you just understand it's their journey. That's fine. It's okay. There's nothing to be hit. They're going through their own learning, their own process. Exactly. You know, and you develop some healthy boundaries and kind of move away on your own frequency. I think that's yeah.
And trust me, in last 5 years, it has really transformed me. I have been struggling a lot in my areas because without you struggle, you can't understand your others' pains. Correct. And when you're saying you're right, I'm not saying I don't disagree to that, but then the more you'll develop it, you will become, I mean, you will not be the same person within 30 days. I mean, 30 days is good enough of this book. Will definitely create miracles because I know each of, you know, I was telling you the other day कि मैं इसकी summary कैसे बना सकती हूँ, मतलब उसकी हर line में इतनी पार है, I can't do justice if I don't read it the way I did that. Maybe I'll go a little faster, but I think we are not in a hurry to complete that, but because we really want to get, it has transformed my life. Trust me. Rhonda has transformed my life. That is why I attracted so many coaches in my life. D. Martini, Joe Vitale, Ho'oponopono, my coach Mitesh Khatri, and my coaches still I'm working for my health. I mean, wherever I was struggling, I will get the right lesson, and that's how we are getting it. But definitely this one book will transform everyone's life. After, if you've done the gratitude is master key, because how I relate, understand me. We have words to change, but we are unable to change because we are not having gratitude for what we already have. So once we start understanding, the moment we'll start paying gratitude to the love we already have, we'll attract more love, even of those people who hate us. You know that?
But
Take my
ma'am,
challenge, and you will feel that you've done it. The people who are not having good relationships with you today, getting a lot of hatred, you know, they will come back to you one day. Just because you are vibrating on the frequency of love. So Rashmi is asking a question, ma'am. There are many people to whom I help when they need, but they are jealous and stand opposite to me and make planning against me. So it's so beautiful. They are making you to rise above. Don't stand there. You've done the good job, Rashmi, and now it's time. What is the opposite of stuck and hurting? Rashmi, can you write the opposites of you're stuck and it's hurting you? Use those words rather than these, because you will own them and the more will come to you. Make sure you don't write them or you don't use them. So I'm good to go. And people who don't know it, that we are starting our boot camp on 20th, which is free of cost. And when it's going to be the paid one, we don't know how the God is going to guide us. But till it is free, use it as much as possible. I've not stopped healing you. I plan to heal you even deeper. People who have gone to the boot camp, they've experienced the deeper healing of 5 days. Come what may, we don't know for how long we're going to continue and how long we discontinue any activity. Make use of it. 5 days boot camp is starting from 20th of this month. Okay? So when you'll come for the healings, we'll heal you deeper. And then this book and the gratitude is a deadly combination, which is going to transform your life. Use it as much as you can. And you have any question? You want bootcamp link? You have bootcamp link?
and what will be the timing, ma'am?
7:30, we are going to final, yeah.
For boot camp also.
Yeah, bootcamp.
Okay.
So I'm sharing the bootcamp link for people who have not yet registered. Bunny is sharing in the chat box. And so, Deepa, ma'am, since 3 years, I'm trying to love the relation who are surrounded to me. Still from them, I get only hatred. Still, do you want me to be neutral? Please to help me. Please. 7 for what? 7 p.m. Okay, this is the bootcamp link. People who've not registered, I'll be sharing the link only in the bootcamp group, nowhere else. So make sure you are in the group for the link. Number one. The bootcamp is for self-love. We are all lacking self-love. That's why we have all the words we are using. Because tell me, everyone, if I want to make you a magnet to your miracles, and you change your words, and if you're not changing, I'm sure you're not loving yourself enough. You're not really looking for those miracles. I'm giving you the easiest solutions. Probably you're not applying them. 7 p.m. is a little difficult for me because We have a session of gratitude journal. We hardly finish by 7. So that starts at 6:30. Probably 7:15 maybe, but not before. Not at 7 is for sure, not starting at 7. And the session, the boot camp is also going to be for 45 minutes maximum. So 7:15 can be possible, but not 7. All right. So that's all. I'm done. If you have any question before we end the session, otherwise we are good to go.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, पर मेरा एक question फिर से pop up हुआ. Is it related to a past life emotions that we are carrying? इसलिए हमें इस तरह का कभी
What's
कभी
the need of this question? Tell me, what's the need of this question in first place? It's not needed. It's past life, it's today's, it's yesterday's. How does it matter? Whichever it's coming for you to delete, that's it. Be grateful it's coming and we just delete it and replace with the new word. We have very silly questions, Ravita. We have very silly questions we keep asking ourselves. We are so much in the habit. I was like you one day. The moment I stopped questioning myself, being simpler, life has become very easy and simple. पता भी चल जाए, past regression भी कर लो, तो क्या करने वाला है इसका? कुछ काम नहीं आने वाला.
It is better to delete and to erase and just
Easy,
move on.
easy. Go to the easiest methods. What's stopping you to apply easy methods? Stop questioning. Even if you want to ask question, ask yourself, how come I'm so grateful I'm getting this knowledge, and when I'll apply in my life, oh my God, I'll be a magnet to the miracles. You can ask these questions, no? And what answer will come out of it? I deleted this habit very difficultly. So make a habit of asking positive questions. They will only answer you positive. Otherwise, these negative questions, even if you go to past regression course, पता भी चल जाए क्या है, तो क्या कर लोगे अब उस past का? It's not going to help you. Yes, Mukesh, आप कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो पूछो, हिंदी में बता देंगे. हिंदी बोल ही तो रहे हैं साथ साथ में. All right?
Ma'am, can I ask one thing?
Yeah, please.
You just said that even if you don't hate anyone, even if you hate somebody, you start saying that you love him or her. But again, at times you also say that the feeling should be there. But when we don't say that I love you without the feelings, how does it work then?
Okay. The feelings will not come.
Right.
But that means the hatred in you, when you use the word, you have that feeling in you?
Right. When we hate somebody, we have that feeling.
So it's natural. तो पहले hate बोलते थे तो नफरत नहीं आती थी, है ना? तो अब वो नफरत आने भी लग गई है. So it's for you to now learn that कुछ भी चीज हम learn करते हैं, उसका effect easily नहीं आता है. Easily मतलब immediately नहीं आता है. पर जब हम बोलना शुरू करेंगे तो उसका इफेक्ट आना शुरू हो जाएगा. ट्राई तो करो ना.
Right, ma'am. Okay, thank you so much.
वो फीलिंग ग्रेजुअली आ जाएगी, बट रेपिटेशन ऑफ दैट वर्ड विल क्रिएट द फीलिंग.
Right, got it, ma'am.
और बताओ, लव फीलिंग तो आप में ऑलरेडी है. इट इज ओनली आपको हेट्रेड के साथ नहीं आ रही, जिससे आपका हेट्रेड चल रहा है. तो पहली बात तो माय कोच सेज इमोशंस आर ऑल फेक. सेकेंड, वो कहते हैं इमोशंस अब हम बनाना सीखते हैं. हम जब बचपन में थे तो हमें हेट्रेड सिखाया गया था, हमें आता था, हमने सीखा वो. तो हम अगर उसको सीख गए हैं तो हम उसको अनलर्न कर सकते हैं. अनलर्न तभी करेंगे जब उसके ऑपोजिट वर्ड्स बोलेंगे. वर्ड की एनर्जी है, एनर्जी आपको फील कराएगी. फिर आप ग्रेजुअली उस थॉट प्रोसेस में चले जाओगे एंड देन यू विल बी अ मैग्नेट टू द मिरेकल.
Got it, ma'am.
इनिशियली कुछ भी नहीं होता. इट्स द रेपिटेशन. जब आप बार बार बोलते हो तभी तो एफर्मेशंस कहलाई जाती हैं. एफर्मेशंस क्या करती हैं? एक एफर्मेशन हम बोल रहे हैं विच इज नेगेटिव इज वर्किंग अगेंस्ट अस, जैसे हम उसको कट करके पॉजिटिव एफर्मेशन बनाते हैं. व्हेन वी स्टार्ट राइटिंग इट एवरी डे, व्हेन वी स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग इट, दैट एफर्मेशन स्टार्ट्स वर्किंग इन आवर फेवर एंड द मिरेकल हैपेंस. ऑल राइट. Thank you so much for joining today and looking forward to serving you more, healing you more in myself, and learning more with you. Love you all. God bless you all. See you tomorrow, same time, 7:30. And we'll go to the next relationship chapter tomorrow of the book. The Secret.
Ma'am, can I ask something?
Yes, please, quickly.
Yeah, ma'am, I wanted to ask that I am new, so about that writing gratitude, I wanted to know about it. We have to write.
Yes, gratitude journal I'm teaching. Okay. I take a session on gratitude in the evening, 6:30. And there I give you this gratitude journal wherein you not only learn the power of gratitude, you also create miracles with me. But when you come and join again in the evening, the frequency I have shared with you today will help you to maintain one frequency. In the evening, when I'll come again, so morning and evening, you can manage your 24 hours with the learnings, the miracles I have created, I'm there to create you for. How to join that gratitude group? Paid group or unpaid group? Which group are you talking about, Rashmi? We have got two gratitude groups. One is journal for people who are paying and writing and sharing their journal. That is a paid one. And the free one is, Ambani has already shared the link. You can be there. There also people are learning, but if you want to go deeper, you want to be master to manifest your goals and dreams, then you need to be. This is the health journal. I've got many more journals of 5 areas, wealth. I've got many more journals. The wealth looks like this. We finish it, but then you can join anytime. We give you the PDF, you convert it into journal and start learning with me. And then we create miracles in the evening session too. All right. Shall I take your leave?
Okay.
Gratitude,
Have a nice
session,
day.
time, and link. Mugda? The paid group
Yeah,
are
ma'am.
you on?
No. I am asking which the gratitude group अपना जो है, I am on in that. तो उसमें ही आपका सेशन होता है जो फ्री वाला होता है?
No, that is a paid.
No.
The evening
And
session is a paid session.
Okay, and this is अभी जो भेजा है, that is a group where we write gratitude, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that also. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
All right. Take care. Have a good day. Keep your thoughts
Thank you, ma'am.
positive. Attract positive.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. God
Love you,
bless
ma'am.
you.
Love you. Bye.
God.